think now you guys are going to see maybe some stuff caught in my beard. How's it going? I'm Final Carpet. I'm here within the flesh.
Hey.
We're halfway through our European day. This is the last day of group stage for them, week number 3, week number final. And let's just catch you guys up on how everything's gone so far.
Week number final, I like that.
Final. Can't tell me I'm wrong because I can't see what's going on in chat right now. Game on. Right now up ahead 4-2 in the top of their group.
Yes.
And then the counterparts, Gatekeepers, 4-1.
So there was a potential for Game On to become second, but since Dolos lost their first game, Game On have secured the first seed. Huge congrats to them. Minnie and the boys were not expected to do well this event, but they came in and take first. And of course, this next match we have Functional Sociopatchs versus Dolos. The winner of this match is going to play off in a tiebreaker against United.
And remember, if you have to step away at all today, which God hope you don't have to, but if you do, you can follow us at Battlerite Sport. And it'll keep you up to date on how things are going today. Maybe even not today. Maybe midweek they just put up a couple of random clips. I don't know.
I hope so.
I'll message the guy. Hopefully just those triple ult combos.
Yeah, I want to see more of that.
I think just like every Wednesday, just post that clip. Just to remind everybody that it's possible and that at least you didn't die to that, you know? Except for those 3 players. That must not have felt too great.
Yeah, rub it in for them, but the rest of us can enjoy it.
Somebody's got to be on the other side of that, right?
That's true.
Every time you see a sick play in any game, someone's got to be on the other side that just got dunked on. Match number 4, Dolos against the Functional Sociopatchs. What am I looking for? I haven't seen these teams in over a week now. Functional Sociopatchs, old school guys. I've seen them play for quite some time.
Yeah, you actually casted their first big win.
I did.
You casted Enter the Arena back in the day when Randler and Xanox took Enter the Arena, the biggest tournament of its time. Of course, now BPL takes that title. But yeah, these guys incredibly good. Randler, he's been so versatile on his support role. I wish I could tell you what to expect, but I don't know. He's been playing Pestilus, he's been playing Lucy, he's played Ulrich, he's playing Blossom in this match. He's been all over the place. Varask has stably been on that Iva, and in the same vein as Randler, Xanox, he's played so many different champions.
And Varask, before this, a Jade specialist.
Yes.
The Jade specialist.
Yeah, he was the dude I looked up to back when I was a pro Jade.
And not even just for Europe, I'd say almost worldwide for a period of time.
He was the best Jade. Yeah, I would say if he went back to play Jade, I'd say he's still the best. His aim is just like immaculate.
It's kind of insane.
He doesn't miss things.
No.
He just doesn't miss.
And if you're a Jade that doesn't miss things, you find value no matter what.
Yes.
Don't get me started. So even just to speak on Jade, we just kind of see her interspersed right now. Like, we don't see her a lot, and she can find value, but it is really tough the better people get at just being able to WASD out of your stuff.
Yeah.
You're not going to let as many snipes. You're probably more often going to be spamming snapshot over snipe depending on who you're going up against. I guess maybe there was a period of time where I guess all I saw were snapshots, but I guess that's kind of fallen off.
Yeah, we won't see Jade this match though, as Iva's first pick for Functional Sociopatchs, and Dolos, they picked the Varesh. So this kind of works out in favor of Functional Sociopatchs, but I'm sure Dolos saw this coming. Iva has the cleanse for the purple, the Hand of Judgment that Varesh applies with her zap. So there is a bit of nice counterplay there, but she does get outranged pretty bad by the Varesh. I wonder if we're going to see a double range comp, because I know the Jumong works incredibly well into the style of Functional Sociopatchs just because of how hard they like to engage. So if we see the Jumong pick, the double rain of arrows could create quite a lot of problems for the red team.
Varesh, an unbelievably strong pick. We're going to see Pestilus for Functional Sociopatchs and Rook to help support that Varesh. I have a really, really hard time going up against Varesh's. Just in general, the mindset of how he plays, and also even just playing him, I feel like is one of the more unique play styles. It is this very interesting, like, chugging damage where you get a debuff on there, and at that point it's just like, just M1 him to death. Get a couple of shatters when you realize you want to do something important. Build up to the ultimate, and then also really good mitigation of your counter and your R. But a good Varesh dumps damage.
Absolutely, and with a Rook applying pressure on the front line, he's going to be able to do just that. I'm interested to see how this Rook plays out, though. Okay, Lucy, the last pick. I got a couple things I want to talk about here.
All right.
So Rook into Pestilus, that's a bit of a weird matchup, and I'm not sure who comes out on top. Of course, Pestilus has that fear, and this is Randler Pestilus, by the way, the best in the world. He has the fear that he can throw up, and with a Battlerite, it bounces twice. That will create a little bit of a problem for the Rook, as he only has one iframe. So I'm going to be very interested to see whether or not the Rook on the blue team is able to make it onto the backline and stay there.
Yeah.
And also, this Lucy pick, I don't really like Lucy with Rook. Back in the day, Lucy and Rook was something that my team tried out, and we never found much success with it because we found Rook often finds himself separated from his Lucy because he likes to go in, and Lucy kind of likes to post up in one place and just heal her team from there. So if we see the Rook engage too hard and get out of position, it might be hard for the Lucy, in this case going to be Clerney, to heal him up and keep him alive.
And then on the other side, we have the Bako. Bako into Rook has its moments.
How do you feel?
Again, it's similar to Rygon, where I can deal with a lot of his stuff, but it's still not always fun.
Sure.
His M2 is a shorter cast time than you'd think, and often even when I'm trying to think about it, Bulwark might not come up in time, so I still might get smacked by that if he builds into the stun, which then goes into his combo. Right. When you get in combo, Rook feels bad by anybody. Getting the M2 into the in cap, followed by a boulder and spacebar combo.
Kill me.
Nah, yeah, it will.
Yeah, it certainly
will definitely kill you. It's not amazing, not bad. In my opinion, again, I am no pro Bako player, but it's one of the few things I can speak to is having like 1,500 games on the champion. So take my opinion definitely with a grain of salt, but it's all right. It's not bad.
And of course, we have the Bako into the Lucy, which is a very favorable matchup for the Bako.
That's the fun.
Now, interesting thing about these two teams, whenever they meet, we find ourselves on weird maps. I'm interested to see where we land. Okay, I thought maybe there was a potential we'd see an Ormond Knight or an Ormond Day, as Functional Sociopatchs and Dolos seem to strike to that incredibly often. But today we found ourselves on a very neutral map, Blackstone Arena Day, and this doesn't quite work out in the favor of Rook. Rook doesn't really like open maps, and I think that's why Functional Sociopatchs have found themselves here.
The one thing Bako will definitely have a tough time with is Varesh.
Yes.
Varesh does a really, really good job of dealing with Bakos.
They got that Iva, though.
They do.
That hot cleanse. Get that judgment out of there.
That is also very true.
Oh, I didn't even realize. This was a comp that was run by a North American team a couple weeks ago, I believe. Or maybe it was a European team last week. But anyways, oh, no. Okay, so yeah, Dolos ran this last week. I completely forgot about this comp. This is the cheesiest comp, Carpet. How could I forget? Armor break plus Hand of Judgment. You start taking double amplified damage.
You're right.
We might see Functional Sociopatchs just go down in one burst.
I actually want to see that. Let's see how it pans out. Bako going in immediately. Spacebar's out. Interesting. He's going to find punishment from that Rook, just trying to back away. He has armor break, so he wants to take a little damage right now as possible.
Oh, that's so unfavorable. The counter broken by the panic. Really nicely done by Randler, but still not too much damage had gone onto Your Nightmare. Wow.
Double incap and double petrified. They're staying a little bit too close right now. Randler trying to keep his distance from Your Nightmare. Bako trying to keep Varesh at bay.
Frost just getting ruined. Yeah. Hand of Judgment. My gosh.
I mean, it was just the slow and steady wins the race. Bako does secure the orb, and him and his support are mighty healthy. Him and Randler could potentially do some damage. Here's one ultimate. There's the Incapacitate. Gonna get a free Scarab. One's gonna get eaten by a counter. Bako essentially needs to save up for an ultimate here. Is the only way he's gonna get a kill. But I don't think he's gonna be able to find punishment here with a Rook and a Lucy that's not getting punished.
Yeah, even if he manages to somehow get to ulti, I don't think there's any way he gets enough damage out of it to turn this round. This one looks all but over as the armor break and in-cap likely going to finish off the Bako. Petrify comes out. He's not dead just yet, Carpet.
A whole lot of double CC came out early on. We saw a double Petrify and a double in-cap following shortly after on both Randler and Varask, leaving Xanox just kind of running around alone. I think that definitely played a lot of key into Dolos being able to just have control, being able to do whatever it is they wanted to do. So if that doesn't happen, which I suspect it will not happen this round, it should be a little bit easy for Functional Sociopatchs.
Yeah, thumbs up from the Rook to end that one off.
Thumbs up.
I like that pose. It's a good pose. Yeah, Your Nightmare, it looked like that initiation would go really poorly for him. As you mentioned, the CC landed onto him. The panic from the Queen broke his counter. But still, the barrier from Clarny was perfectly timed, and Your Nightmare came out of that unscathed.
Xanax went in aggressively last time. This time it's Rook's turn. Bako wants to find that Lucy. He knows it'll be his best bet to take her down. She just used her energy up as well. Right into Petrolus, actually. Clarny's going to take a whole lot of damage. Oh, he's just going to go down. This is it.
There's nowhere for Lucy to go. Lined up against that wall. You can't roll through that. Clarny easily going to get tunneled. Varask and Xanox quickly adapting their game plan, understanding you cannot focus the Rook. You got to go for the backline.
What a weird place for Randler to find himself as well.
Yeah.
Not suspected. Lucy all of a sudden rolled into a Pestilence.
Yep.
On the wrong side of the map. It's like, what's going on?
It's like,
right
oh, there's
now?
a Pestilence in our spawn. What the heck?
And then he had to worry about trying to break line of sight on the other side of the wall, in which case Bako and Iva both chased her down.
Man, both of these rounds going so quickly in favor of one team. This is kind of the nature of Dolos comp, though. This is an all-or-nothing comp where you'll either find a big combo off of Armor Break and Judgment, or you'll just kind of get whittled down over time, or your Lucy will get tunneled. And against Functional Sociopatchs, a team that I would characterize as the most aggressive in the European Battlerite, you are likely going to get ran down on that Lucy. Clarny, he cannot waste cooldowns.
1 round to 1 round.
2, 1, fight.
Rook and Bako fighting to the first engagement. This time both trying to bait each other out. Rook's going to find quite a lot of value. There's the armor break as well. We're going to see 1 shatter come down. Barrier protecting your Nightmare from any max health damage. Bako's actually getting really punished this time. He's going to also find himself with 1 debuff. Will he find a 2nd debuff shortly? Stunned out of the flamethrower. Iva will lose some energy on that trade. Oh, the shatter went into the Bako E. That was actually amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That worked well for Bako, but now he's just going to stand here. He has to ult almost just for safety's sake,
and he does,
let alone for damage.
Yeah, a big chunk of damage onto the Lucy, so it kind of worked out for him as he's now in a much safer place. He's reconnected with Randler, but now the ultimate going to be popped off from the Varesh, but not as much value as I expected.
Well, now the Bako has to retreat. They're just going to try and take out Petulas while they can. The counter won't get hit from Jurgen. He has energy, though, so he can use his R. He's going to try and save it for the perfect moment. Ultimate from Rook, 1, 2, takes another. You can't bulwark that. He didn't even turn for Xanox, thinking that he might have a space or E for it. Knowing better than that. Oh no! Doesn't feel great.
And the double pat to add injury to insult, or insult to injury.
No, I like your way better.
Yeah, that seems more appropriate for that situation.
Add a little injury to that insult.
Yeah, that definitely added some injury. Dolos, another thumbs up from the Rook. You're a Nightmare. He's performing very well, Carpet.
He is. That's really silly.
I know, isn't that good? I love it.
That is such a great pose.
With the blue hands.
Especially with like that, yeah, like look at my hands, the very like cool color scheme.
He's like, hey guys, I got the BPL skin, check it out.
Xanox got punished early on in that match. And then once he couldn't help support Randler, they just turned to Randler instead. Great targeting from Dolos. Cloney that time staying alive for longer than 20 seconds. The shield letting the jump happen, getting pushed around. Counter won't get smacked. The panic will happen. Varesh now is having a really difficult time. Another panic. Oh, he's in a really, really tough spot here with this Bako.
All of the shields committed to him. They've just been cleansed off. The counter's not hit. They just get manhandled. Jurgen has nowhere to go after a perfect string of events from Functional Sociopatchs. Beautiful team play there from the red team.
That was, I don't know if you saw that entire thing unfold.
Yes, yeah, I saw that chain.
Oh my God.
I hope we get to see it again.
Nothing feels worse than every time you cast something, an ability that hard counters it shows up.
Yeah.
Every time. Counter didn't get hit. Oh, no, it's okay. I can just, nope, I got panicked. All right, no, it's okay. I got a shield up. No, I don't. It got cleansed. All right, I'm in capped. It's okay. I'm going to, nope, never mind. That got panicked too.
Yep.
Nothing he could have done.
And not only did the shields get answered, but they were stacked. So Clerney cast his barrier, and the inhibitor's guard immediately came out from Jurgen as well. And then Varask, he hits that taser, and that taser cleanses off both shields. And from that point on, it was just over for the Varesh.
Man, taser makes me mad when it hits me.
That's a good ability.
That's a great ability. Wish I played Ava so I can understand that and feel the gift. Bako just going to go into Clerney this time. No, he probably won't be able to pull it off to Jurgen again. Things won't line up, but now he's going to take a lot of damage. Randler having to play aggressive, finding his Bako. Barrier down.
Look at the Pestilence. He's just walking around the corner in the spawn. He dodges that M2 from your Nightmare, which potentially could have been a lot of damage. Things are going okay for Functional Sociopatchs, but they need this orb.
Right now, Clerney's just trying to get out of there. The incapacity, can they burst her down? They might be able to take it out before she rolls. She just gets it. Bako might die in the meantime. He's got the double debuff. He was silenced. Eat. Boulder, look at the damage from a distance.
Varask is hard committing. He wants to find this kill on Clerney, but he wasn't able to. Oh no, that tractor beam came a little late as well, which means the debuffs are going to be applied on that Iva. He's trying to go hard, but after that jump, he has no answer to the powers combined, and Jurgen's going to find the kill.
A little bit too hard in cap on the Bako. There's going to be the burst damage, followed by a panic as well. Put the debuff onto Jurgen. Oh!
Whiff.
Really wanted to find value in that. He could have actually taken out Jurgen, especially with that debuff on him. Try not to hit the counter. He's just going to go down to raw damage here. Where do you hit him? Where'd he go?
He got him.
Something Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh my God, Carpet.
Hey,
never change.
Hey, you've been getting them puns all day. Let me get my stupidity out, all right?
No, that was great. I loved it.
Dolos now up 3 rounds to 2. That one just kind of started to fall apart. Varask really wanting that kill on Clerney.
Yes.
But if there's one person that is going to be really hard to kill, it's It's probably going to be Clerney on Lucy.
Yeah, it's like if Clerney's Lucy is running away from you and he has the assistance of Jurgen on the Varesh, it'll be very, very hard to pin him down, especially as a lone Iva. And Varas just couldn't find the opportunity. And Clerney was actually so close to dying in that bottom left corner. I thought for sure he was going to go down, but the orb take for Functional Sociopatch, for Dolos, getting him that energy for roll changed the course of the round.
Bako, same thing as last time. Start on Jurgen, switch to Lucy when you know that counter's going to come up. Kind of will get hit from Varask.
Oh, wow.
In-cap claritied away. That was really nicely timed by Clerney.
Sick clarity cleansing that double in-cap.
The silence on the Bako.
Ooh, big damage here going out onto the Iva, but the zap is available. Not gonna take too much damage, but now he's jumped on, but Varesh misses the powers combined. So unfavorable, but at the same time, Xanox is getting manhandled by this Rook. The counter's procced as well, and Your Nightmare's on a tirade up top. The in-cap comes out now, and Blue secures the orb, and Rook's not letting up.
He knows he has them on the cooldowns. He knows that there's nothing Xanox could do. If he just breaks line of sight between Rainler and Xanox, it was just a matter of time. The Goo will get the finish. Your Nightmare will die this time for his team if he needs to. He has gone all in. He made a decision. That decision was to kill at all costs. Dolos up. They are now a single round from taking this game against the Functional Sociopatchs.
Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Once again, Rook dominating that round. I could just tell from the way the round went that he would end up having the highest score because he found himself posted up in between three enemy members and traded favorably. It's not too often you can say something like that, but Rook is definitely the kind of character with which it's possible. When that counter is procced, you're invulnerable, and your damage output from M1s enables you to get enough energy to spam eat, and Your Nightmare just found himself in a place where he didn't have to let up.
Dolos one away. First engage from Bako. Oh, the clarity potion kept him away in that first push. Again, same as last time. Start on Varesh, move to Lucy. There's the panic. She gets panicked before she gets to do her flash.
Oh, no.
She just got enough for the roll, but she couldn't make it very far. Bako missed the in-cap. He turns to Varesh, flicks over to Lucy. Again, same plan. Try and bait out that counter from Varesh. Don't let him help and punish. He's got the double debuff, though.
Oh, that was big. That double petrify slowing the roll of both Randler and Varask, and Xanox in the meantime takes so much damage, Carpet, and Jurgen's not letting up. The damage is coming out. They aren't able to find the kill, though, and he's been able to rotate back. The orb is secured by Functional Sociopatchs, and boy, did they need it.
Varask got that orb, but as you said, Xanox really struggling. He had that double debuff, and he didn't know where to go with it. Jurgen has your puppet strings if he's got that M2 on you. Bulwark won't get hit on. Rook pressuring so hard. He took that panic. He wants to save that M2. He wants it for the damage. Bulwark's now down. Can they get the burst onto Bako now? He's infested. The boulder misses. He might just die here to the double debuff. Can they get the shatter on him? He wants it so bad. He's got an ultimate. Jurgen might ult. No. Rook's going to start ulting first. 1, 2.
And down
Lucy
bottom.
goes down. The third one's going to, the third part of Your Nightmare's ultimate will make contact. Bulwark to save out Xanox.
Red team claimed the orb.
Wasn't even paying attention down to Varask.
Yeah, they managed to find the kill. Varask killing Clerney off, taking this round back for Functional Sociopatchs. And I thought for sure it was over. Xanox started so low. He might still go down, though, Carpet, but the Bulwark is available.
He's still got double debuff. There's the silence. He needs the burst heal. He gets it from Randler. But that means Randler might get punished. No, the panic's going to push one back.
Oh,
the Bulwark again into the M2.
How is Your Nightmare still alive? I feel like he's been aggressing for eternity, just not letting up on this Rook, continuously eating. He's getting a decent amount of damage out, too.
He might actually take him out!
Oh! He jumps on what is Rook? They get the kill onto Xanox finally, but the Rook goes down at the end. My God, how is that even possible, Carpet?
Good God, he stayed alive for so long. We talked about how strong Eat is, and that right there is proof.
Dude,
proof of how strong it is.
He just ate like 4 meals in like 20 seconds. He was just eating and eating and eating, never letting up, healing so much.
He's a big hungry boy.
Yeah, Rook hungry. Rook hungry.
Your Nightmare putting himself at the top. Actually, no, just under Jurgen that time. Damage, I should say. I mean, this is just sustained damage for Dolos. And sustained double damage, pretty much, because of those double debuffs.
It just, like, comes out of nowhere, too. Like, Xanox finding himself with Hand of Judgment on him and then armor broken, and in, like, 1 second, he goes down, like, 20% HP. It's absolutely insane. We see Functional Sociopatchs going hard on this Lucy, but a nice shield usage. One barrier right after the other. The Tractor Beam. This is getting scary.
Clerney might die. Clerney just, he has no more roll. He has no more energy. They need to just punish Bako now while they have a chance. He's got the double debuff. They do secure an orb, though. An ult from Jurgen. Sitting and waiting. Just trying to put as much damage on the Varask. He's gonna cleanse himself, but that means we could potentially see Xanox go down here.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, all three making contact. Xanox all alone, bulwark out. But how long will he live? I don't think much longer. There's the shatter.
Oh,
he just gets out of it. He gets out of both shatters. He's gonna stay alive from the burst shield from Your Nightmare, but they'll lose the orb to Dolos.
yeah, Dolos get that orb, and this is now looking incredibly bad for Xanox. He has no energy, and everybody clumped up talk for Functional Sociopaths. This is not how you want to position against a Rook. So many shields placed on the Bako at once. A little bit of stacking there. Very unfortunate, and now Xanox, he cannot make another mistake, Carpet.
Well, Clooney's got an ultimate, so I guarantee you he'll make the mistake, and he'll die to the goo. Blue team secure that orb as well. Jurgen's got an ultimate. There's the jump. Where's the ease? Waiting for it from Xanox. There it is. Now's the chance for the goo. Clooney, will you use it?
Oh, that actually hits. I didn't think that would hit, but that powers combined from Jurgen, just the end of it, managed to snag Varask, and Dolos find the final kill.
That is going to be it. Dolos will take this match 5 rounds to 3, back and forth. The cheese comp worked, as you say. The double debuff, just constant damage.
They got the Gouda.
The Gouda.
They got the Gouda. And this is not an outcome I expected from the BPL. Now, Functional Sociopaths, like I mentioned, the old winners of Enter the Arena, kind of like the old guard, Varask, Xanox, and Randler, all incredibly good and experienced players. They're now potentially facing relegation. They are secured last seed, and we have a tiebreaker between Dolos and E United for second. But man, that has to feel so bad for Randler, Xanox, and Varask.
And there are the moments where you saw Clooney get so close to death, but it is kind of the thing that happens to probably every single person ranging from pro down to contender.
Yeah.
When you think you've got a kill and you dump cooldowns into chasing for the kill and you don't get the kill, you're the next death. Like, it is almost guaranteed.
Yep.
Because now you've dumped everything for no value, because all you wanted was the last 20 health. But she had barrier, she had clarity, she had a couple more heals in the chamber, she had a shield from Varesh, you've been debuffed now, you're dealing less damage. All that combined, powers combined,
Hey.
and you end up not getting the kill, and you dump so much damage into almost nothing.
Yeah, and we saw that on Xanox. Like you say, he committed so hard to try to find the kill and just took so much damage time after time. And Functional Sociopaths, it's another instance like with Crazy earlier on. Their greatest strength, kind of their downfall. Their aggression not working out for them in those instances, and just kind of getting whittled down over time in that match.
Now, to speak to the other side, even though they lost, there's a special moment that I really wanted to check out. It was when Varesh got destroyed in the bottom, when just every time he did anything, he got countered for it. I mean, literally from 100 health to 0. Starting off with 1 panic. He's waiting for the cooldowns. He doesn't get a shatter. He gets pushed in. The cleanse doesn't do a whole lot for him. There's the barrier. There's another shield. He's going to get in-capped and then cleanse off that shield. There's some more damage. Oh, counter. Never mind. You're panicked again. Literally, there's nothing he could do.
The second bounce of the counter hit, or the panic hit too, and he just had no way to get out of that. Immaculate play from Functional Sociopaths, and to see what they're capable of makes it even more sad to see the result of this game.
I mean, there's literally nothing he could have done. I don't think there's a single thing he could have done. He needed help from his team, and that's where threes comes into play. It's just why you have to support each other no matter what your role is. I don't care if you're the damage dealer. I don't care if you're the peeler or the support. There are sometimes your teammates just need your help.
Yeah.
And that is a perfect example of where Varesh just tried everything he could. He's like, maybe they'll have my counter. Never mind, I'm panicking again. And I think he had Ard to get down there, which is why he still didn't have that up. It's like a 15-second cooldown, I think.
Yeah, it's a long cooldown.
Most Rs are about 15 seconds, 10 to 15,
yeah,
depending on who you are.
Firewall's 20.
Firewall is one
of the few long ones.
And it's one of my favorite abilities. It is so much fun. Firewall can